Today we are playing Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. This is in preparation for the remake coming out in January, allegedly. Not sure if that's actually a thing. My mom bought me Prince of Persia because she thought the guy on the cover was sexy. Yeah, that's the origin story. Not my uncle worked at Ubisoft, not I grew up in a game dev family. Just that man's arms looks nice. Let me buy this for my child. She had no idea that one thirsty purchase was going to change my entire life. But it did. Fast forward about 20 years and Ubisoft basically took that feeling, put it in a sandglass and smashed it on the floor. This is how Prince of Persia made me a gamer, and how Ubisoft managed to break my heart with a remake that went from hype of the decade to never mind lol. So picture this, little me in South Africa. My mom comes home with Worry Within because again she thought the dude on the front looked hot. There was just one tiny problem. I didn't have a PC that could actually run the thing. So I just sat there staring at the box like it was a portal to another universe. For months, that cover art lived rent-free in my brain. Then my grandfather pulled the ultimate side quest and got a good PC for his work, but would allow me to game on it when he wasn't using it. By then, I had already saved up and bought the other two games, Sands of Time and The Two Thrones. So I did the only logical thing. I began with the Sands of Time. I hit that start button and something just clicked. The parkour was insane. The combat felt sharp and deliberate. The soundtrack? To this day, I hear a few notes and my brain goes straight back to those palace corridors. And the time rewind mechanic? In 2003, that thing felt like actual magic. Nobody was playing with time like that. It didn't feel like I was just playing a game. It felt like the game was rewriting what games could even be. Prince of Persia didn't just entertain me, it literally flipped a switch in my brain and turned me into a gamer. Sands of Time's rewind system was so iconic that it basically taught an entire generation of players making mistakes is fine, just rewind and try again. Kind of like a built-in life lesson disguised as a mechanic. Sands of Time was that game that quietly ruined other games for you. The prince wasn't just some generic action hero yelling one-liners.
All spoiled thanks to your interruption.
He was cocky, then scared, then guilty, then actually growing as a person. You could feel that arc. The parkour wasn't just press jump to win. It felt fluid, connected to the environment like you were dancing with the level design. Combat, not perfect, but when you get into the rhythm, it was good. Though I will admit it was my least favorite part of the game, especially since I was a kid. So it was kinda difficult to master the combat. And that soundtrack, it just glued everything together. The moment you're running through those ancient palaces, rewinding time, solving puzzles, all the pieces, visuals, sound, mechanics, story locks into place. That's rare, even now. Thinking about that game, I get the same weird sense of wonder. That's when I realized, oh, so games can do this. They can actually move you, inspire you, change you. Prince of Persia is the reason I started expecting more from games than just shoot, reload, next level. The original creator, Jordan Mechner, literally kept journals of his design process for Prince of Persia back in the 80s. So this series was built on storytelling and detail from day one. Fast forward to 2020, 20 years after Sands of Time, I'm older, allegedly wiser, still emotionally attached to this game. Suddenly, Ubisoft shows up like, hey, remember that thing that defined your childhood? We're remaking it. Brand new rebuild. Unreal Engine 4, modern controls, same story, same soul, just upgraded for the modern era. Release date, January 2021. I saw that announcement and my inner child just started wall running again. This was it. The chance to revisit the game that flipped my entire life upside down. Most fans were pissed. They said the graphics looked dated, PS2 or PS3 era, but honestly, I kind of liked the art style. It wasn't trying to be hyper-realistic like Assassin's Creed, it had this specific aesthetic that actually fit Prince of Persia, you know? And there was just a small handful of us excited that Ubisoft was giving us anything after 10 years of nothing. I was one of those few. I followed every leak, every tweet, every piece of media they dropped. I paid attention to everything because for me it didn't matter if the graphics were cutting edge, it mattered that they were bringing this back. The original Prince of Persia basically invented cinematic platforming. Without it, a lot of modern parkour heavy games just don't exist the way they do now. And then, nothing. November 2020 hits and they go, yeah, about that January date. Actually, it's March 2021 now. Okay, delays happen, fine. We've all been gamers long enough to know that the first release date is usually a lie. GTA 6. Then February 2021 rolls around, silence. No gameplay, no dev diaries, no, hey, we're still alive. Just a void. Next thing we know, delayed indefinitely. That's when the first big red flag slapped us in the face. Retailers start quietly delisting the game, the store pages vanish like they fell into the sands of time themselves. People start wondering, is this thing actually dead? Ubisoft? Still saying almost nothing, no real explanation, just vague corporate fog. Then they announce they're moving development to Ubisoft Montreal, the studio that worked on the original Sands of Time. So we think, okay, maybe this is a good sign. Maybe they realize they messed up and they're putting it back in the hands of the people who get it. We start believing again. June 2024, 4 years after the remake announcement, Ubisoft finally speaks. It's coming in 2026, we promise. You clowns, you believe everything we say. Ha ha ha. Okay. They didn't actually say that last part, but man, it sure feels like it. And like the clowns they were treating us as, we let ourselves get hopeful again. 2 more years of waiting ahead of us. That sucked, but at least we finally had a concrete target. Then December 4, 2025 hits. The Game Awards. Everyone's watching like, surely we're getting something, right? Ubisoft. The game won't be there. Fine, I get it. Money's tight. Showing your game trailers at these events can cost hundreds of thousands, but one day before an insider said it was coming in March. We were so close. Then January 21, 2026 happens. Ubisoft announces the remake is cancelled. Not delayed, not we'll rework it, just cancelled. No real apology, no real explanation beyond it doesn't meet our standards. I was not okay that day, I'm not gonna lie to you. 5 years of hope, of excuses, of maybe next year, then gone. And the thing is, it's not even just about Sands of Time. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown came out in 2024 and was actually fire. Critics loved it, fans loved it, 88 on Metacritic. That's not mid, this is really good. They sold 1.3 million copies and then Ubisoft basically went, yeah, that's a failure, and disbanded the team. Why? Because they launched it as an Epic/Ubisoft store exclusive and didn't put it on Steam until August, 7 months later. That's not the game failing, that's Ubisoft shooting themselves in the foot and then blaming the gun. Prince of Persia as a franchise has reinvented itself multiple times. 2D, 3D, Dark Atonian Warrior Within, Time Rewind, then a full reboot in 2008. That is my favorite game in the franchise, by the way. So it's not like this series can't evolve, it's just not being given the chance. When that cancellation announcement hit, it wasn't just, oh no, a game got delayed again. It felt personal. Prince of Persia isn't just a game I played as a kid. It's basically the reason I'm obsessed with storytelling, atmosphere, and mechanics that actually mean something. Ubisoft didn't just cancel a remake, they cancelled a piece of my childhood. They cancelled a promise they made 5 years ago, and they quietly killed this dream I had of new players experiencing what changed my life. I am mad. I am genuinely angry, but I'm also sad because I watched a company I respected completely mishandle something that clearly meant so much to so many people. They didn't show respect to the fans, to the devs, or the legacy of the series itself. Right now there's a petition with over 2,000 signatures, maybe 3,000 by the time this video goes up, from people who still care about this franchise. Links in the description. If this hit you even a little bit, go sign it. If you ever loved the Prince of Persia game, or you just understand how it feels when a big company trashes something important to you, add your name. Fans of The Lost Crown are still fighting for more Prince of Persia, and honestly, they deserve better too. Be vocal, talk about it, because we deserve publishers who respect their own legacy, and the players who kept those games alive. And if you want to support this channel while we scream into the gaming void together, please subscribe. It really helps me keep making videos like this. If you want more deep dives into the games that actually matter to us, not just whatever live service thing is trending this week, stick around. I'm going to be overhauling this channel into something meaningful. My mom had no idea what she was starting when she bought that game because she thought the guy on the cover was hot. She just wanted to get me a cool gift. She didn't know that she was basically launching my entire gaming career years later. But that's what happened. And Ubisoft had no idea what they were ending when they cancelled that remake. Or maybe they did and just didn't care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care. Jerry.
Either way, they did what they did. We're not done fighting for this franchise though, not yet. The sands are still moving. Peace out.